Hello students, today we will discuss perioperative arrhythmia, ventricular premature beats. The ventricular premature beats result from ectopic pacemaker. The ectopic pacemaker activity which is arising below the AV junction. The ventricular premature beat VPB originates in and spreads through the myocardium or ventricular conducting system. Therefore, it results in wide, that means more than 0.12 second Bizarre QRS complex. The ST segment usually slopes in the direction opposite the main deflection of QRS complex. There is no P wave associated with VPB, but retrograde depolarization of atria or blocked sinus beats may obscure the diagnosis. The most important entity in the differential diagnosis is APB, atrial premature beats, with aberrant ventricular conduction. The distinction should be made whenever possible. Although APBs normally reaches the SA node and resets the sinus rhythm, such an occurrence is rare when the ectopic pacemaker is in the ventricle. Ventricular premature beat often blocks the next depolarization from SA node, but the following sinus beat occurs on time. The result is fully compensatory pause consisting of the interval from VPB to expected normal QRS, which is blocked at AV node plus a normal sinus interval. The VPBs are common during anesthesia. They account for 15% of the observed arrhythmias. They are much more common in anesthetized patients with pre-existing cardiac disease. Other than heart disease, known etiological factors include electrolyte and blood gas abnormalities, drug interactions, brainstem stimulation, and trauma to the heart. Now we will see heart rate. The heart rate depends on underlying sinus rate and frequency of VP beats, ventricular premature beats. Then rhythm during VP beats is irregular. Then P is to QRS. There is no P wave with VPB. Then QRS complex. QRS complex is wide, bizarre, with width of more than 0.12 second. If it is of RBB nature, prominent R forces are present in V1. If it is an LBB, in appearance, notching of S wave and less acute downward sloping of ST segment are common. This is about QRS complex. Now we will see the significance of ventricular premature beats, VP beats. The new onset of VP beats must be considered a potentially serious event because in certain clinical situations the arrhythmias may progress to ventricular tachycardia or ventricular fibrillation. Such situations include coronary artery insufficiency, myocardial infarction, digitalis toxicity with hypokalemia and hypoxemia. The VPBs are more likely to precede ventricular fibrillation if they are multifocal or bigeminal, occur near the vulnerable period of preceding ventricular repolarization, that is R-on-T phenomena, or appear in short coupling sequences. VPBs are markers but not the cause of more severe arrhythmias. This is the significance of VPBs. Then treatment. In most of the patients, VPBs occurring as a single, bigeminy or trigeminy, but excluding non-sustained ventricular tachycardia do not need to be treated, particularly if patient does not have any acute coronary syndrome, and treatment is generally dictated by the presence of symptoms attributed to the VPBs. The first step in treatment is to correct any underlying abnormalities such as decreased serum potassium or low arterial oxygen tension. If arrhythmia is of hemodynamic significance, or if it is believed to be harboring of worse arrhythmias, then lignocaine is the treatment of choice with initial bolus dose of 1.5 mg per kg. Recurrent VPBs can be treated with lignocaine infusion at 1 to 4 mg per minute. Additional therapy include esmolol, propranolol, procainamide, quinidine, atropine, verapamil or overdrive pacing. Thank you.